But now I have on the line one of my favorite people in the whole wide world, Mr. Chris Marks, and he is here to present his segment for the month, and he's got something pretty interesting. I'm going to let him tell everybody about it. What's happening, Chris Marks?
What's the word, sweet lady?
Oh, sweet lady got a lot going on today.
I know. I've been back just sitting here grooving. I was getting a Dear Lover on with LL.
I know.
A little bit of Dwelle.
Don't you like that? Didn't Dwelle come with it?
Definitely. And my girl Chocolate was on. I'm like, oh man, I miss being there. I miss this show.
Oh my goodness. Now, did you get a chance to hear the new Calvin Richardson?
No, I did not. I got to check that out. I've been checking out his Facebook page too. I want to get that.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. Great music. I wish you was here. So sorry that I missed you last time. Hopefully,
I know. I was there last week. Excited about getting on this show, and just glad to know that you're feeling better. And
I am feeling better.
And back at it out here.
Absolutely. All right. So, what you got for us today?
Yeah, I just have a little bit I want to share with you. You know, I've been on the road for the whole month of November, pretty much 25 days and over 4,000 miles in my car.
Amazing.
Shooting footage for a documentary that I'm working on, and that's why I was in the area in Chicago and was hoping to catch up with you guys and come by the station and see everyone, but we'll have to save that for another day.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, have been looking forward to it for months.
Yeah.
Months.
But that's how it is.
Yeah, it is. So everything went well with gathering and recording, filming your information for your documentary? That went good?
Oh, absolutely. All my interviewees were great. They did great jobs, and it was all set up very well. So it was just a fun month of shooting, and I've got to set up my next phase, which I'll probably hit the southeast area of the country and try and take care of those.
Okay. So you'll be able to maybe swing by then?
Who knows? I might just drop in on one Wednesday.
We're looking forward to it. Yeah. What do you got for your segment tonight?
Well, before I went on my trip and started shooting, I don't know if you recall, but the Hollywood Black Film Festival was here out in L.A., and just had a great time seeing some great films and meeting some great people. And, of course, I recorded a couple of interviews, and I wanted to share one with you this evening. You know, this has got a little hometown taste to it. This is a young man. His name is Corey Grant, and he's actually from Joliet, so the Chicago area. Okay. And, you know, and a young filmmaker doing some great things, and we talked about him last year because his film premiered at the American Black Film Festival called Dysfunctional Friends. Had a star-studded cast and had, you know, really great, received very well. And I just happened to catch up with him at the Hollywood Black Film Festival and just wanted to chat with him, and that's what we have here to listen to is our little conversation.
Okay, fantastic. I'm going to roll it now. I never thought I'd say that, right?
Roll them.
Roll them.
All right, this is your man Chris Marks out here, still at the Hollywood Black Film Festival, doing it and making it happen and talking to the tastemakers and the world shakers that are out here. And right now we've got with us director, writer, and producer Corey Grant and his friend over here, Chavaz.
Yes.
And we're talking to these guys. If you don't remember Corey, we talked about him about a year ago with this film, Dysfunctional Friends, that premiered at ABFF. And we just want to catch up and find out what's going on with these brothers since then. How's it going today, bro?
I'm going good, man. Just out here kicking it at the Hollywood Black Film Festival.
That's good. It's good to see you out here supporting other filmmakers because you didn't have a film out here this year, right?
Oh, no.
But you came out to show love to the industry and what the other cats are doing, right?
Always got to show support to all of the new filmmakers, the actors, and seeing old friends, you know, so it's always a good time.
Okay. Well, let's start off with, you know, what's going on with Dysfunctional Friends now since it debuted at the American Black Film Festival?
Man, Dysfunctional Friends is kind of like turned into almost like a cult classic now. It actually, people have caught on to it. It's actually one of the top downloaded movies on Netflix right now. and it's a certified hit. I'm very, very happy. When me and Chavez talked about doing it, what was it, 2 years ago? 3 years ago? We wanted to do something small, and it kind of swelled up, and people really catching on to this new type of highbrow comedy that we're trying to introduce to the masses. And I'm glad people. I get hits from that movie every day, emails, tweets, Facebook messages, and it feels good that people responding to that movie.
Okay. Now, Chavez, you came on. You've been working with him. Have you guys known each other prior, or how did you all build this relationship and really start working?
We met back in like 2004, 2005. Came together to work on Project Studio, which was a project that he actually wrote, Studio Hip Hop Task Force Volume 2. That was my first time actually coming in, and then just kind of learning the producing aspect. I mean, Corey got his MFA from Howard University, and it was just learning filmmaking from the producing side. And after that, we ended up kind of moving forward. Had a couple other scripts that we were shopping. Like you said, just moving out with the bigger budget scripts, it was taking a while. So, we just got to a point where we wanted to do something a little bit smaller that could be controlled and just kind of get out there, get the project out there so people can see what we can do.
Now, you said that you graduated from Howard University. What was your experience like attending Howard University, and did you do undergrad there also?
No, I did grad. I did my MFA.
Just grad? Oh, okay.
I did my undergrad at Norfolk State. But no, Howard was great. Got a chance to be around a lot of really good instructors, and just being, coming from a black university, an undergrad, and going to Howard, which is considered the Mecca, was a good experience. I did my first feature when I was still at Howard.
Oh, okay.
And Haile Karima, who was my mentor, was one of the professors there. He was so hard on me when I was there. I thought he couldn't stand me. But I guess he saw something in me, and just really pushed me to really, start really looking at what I was trying to do and putting the work in. So Howard really crafted me and helped me get to where I am today. I'm very grateful for the staff that was there.
Now, when you went to Norfolk State, did you major in film? Have you wanted to be a filmmaker for a long time, or when did this dream start to manifest?
It's funny, when I was at Norfolk State, I was originally a criminal justice major. Because my mom, she's in criminal justice. That's what she does. So, you go where your parents want you to go. And my grades were okay. After the first year, I met this guy named Steve Johnson from Chicago. And he was a communications major. I started watching him run around with these cameras and doing all this different stuff. And I was like, that's what I really want to do. So I switched my major and didn't tell my mom. I waited a semester, then I told her. And she was a little upset. She was real upset. But my grade average started shooting up because I was doing what I really wanted.
So she let that slide.
So she kind of let it slide. And I always said when I was there I was going to be a director. I was going to do this. I was going to do that. I believed it. I really didn't know all the ways on how to go about it. But I used to do like little stuff at Norfolk State and just prepare me for when I went to Howard.
So that movement was really organic for you because you really just saw it and you knew that's what you wanted to do.
I mean, you kind of know.
Yeah.
In a way, I feel that there's a higher power that kind of steers you in the direction you want to go. You can resist it. But when you get in that space and things start to happen that are positive, you kind of know that this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then when I met Chavez, we met, when I first got to LA, and we met up, and I just saw something in him to know that he could produce, because he knows how to put a lot of things together. He knows how to make things happen. He knows how to be a second voice to me and make me question myself. You want to do this? How you want to do it? And just seeing him, and then he just took that whole thing and ran with it. He didn't know he was a producer until he met me.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. So what was your journey into this? How did you get bit?
Well, I mean, it was kind of, I think the biggest thing was, like you said, I really never knew I was a producer. I mean, there was always things going on, and people, if they needed to have people there or if they needed something done, it was just kind of easy for me to do it. So before we even went the film route, I know people out here who were throwing parties and they needed people to come to the party. So I was the person that could bring like 20 or 30 people. And people just kind of felt comfortable. Like if I said this is the place to be, like that was the place to be. We just, the biggest thing with our situation is I remember the very first day where he said, shopping the other scripts around, Next X and Don't Talk to Strangers. and the frustration because they were bigger budgets. So getting money for those are kind of hard when you've only done smaller budget films. And I remember we were talking, and he said, you know, I got to do what got me out here. And the very next day, he had his laptop with him and he started writing, you know, studio. So every day we met, that's basically what's going on. You know, I'm sitting up reading, you know, he's sitting up typing. And like within 2 weeks, he had a first draft. So from there, it was just like watching him do that, and then also too watching him work with people and seeing that, you know, from a person being a PA to the executive producer, like everybody gets treated the same. You know, so watching that he work with the talent, it was just one of those things where I was like, okay, I see where he's trying to go, and I feel like I could be a valuable asset. You know, so on the stuff that he might not be able to do, I can do. And that's really how it all started.
You know, it's always a great team when somebody's got your back. You know, because I have a thing that I always say: I'd rather be in a bad deal with great people than a great deal with bad people. So that's good. Right, yes. So you know, so that's exactly what it is. So you guys have been working together. What you got coming up next? Or you've got something out that's out right now, right?
Chavez commissioned a project called the Bigfoot. It was called the Lost Coast Tapes. Eventually, the distributor changed it to Bigfoot, the Lost Coast Tapes. Completely different from Dysfunctional Friends. You couldn't be more different. However, it's a good movie. It's a movie about a group of people who go up to Northern California to debunk a guy who says he has evidence of a dead Bigfoot. And that's what it's about. It's a found footage movie, special effects, horror, thriller. And we did it just to do something different and to step out. And this is our first movie that we actually got distributed worldwide.
Wow, it's great.
Worldwide. So right now, I played LA last week. It's in San Diego. It's going to San Francisco, Seattle, Austin. And at the same time, it's on video on demand. And I played, it was over in Europe, it's in Japan, everywhere. That one came out last month. So, so we're moving worldwide on that one. You know, it was his idea, and that was a great idea.
You know what it boils down to is, man, we're fans of film, you know, and fans of concepts. So, you know, we happen to know these two writers, two Irish cats, and you know, we've read some of their scripts, and we like the stuff that they wrote. So we had always said, you know, we get into a position like we want to team up with these guys. So they gave us a concept, and the concept was hot. You know, we like the concept, the treatment, we like the treatment in the one sheet that they created. And from that point, we said we'd get behind it. You know, if they were willing to write the full script on spec, we were willing to go out and, you know, raise the resources in order to shoot it. And we came together, and that's what happened. Like, we're partnering with those guys. Like, you know, we do the stuff that he writes, and then we do the stuff that they write as well. You know?
That's great. That's great, and it's good to see that. I mean, you know how to recognize good materials.
Yeah.
That's right. All right. Well, what's next on the horizons for you guys?
Well, I mean, we have. Oh, it's crazy because with those guys, we have one completed script and you know, a concept that we'll be fleshing out. Then with us, we have 3 or 4 completed scripts. Sitcom.
Well, you know what? For all our dysfunctional friends fans, we have a movie called The Next X. Hey, bro, what's going on? We have a movie called The Next X that we're gonna be shooting with an all-star cast. If you like Dysfunctional Friends, you're gonna love The Next X. And looks like we're going to be shooting in Atlanta. That's what it's looking like right now. Okay. Still in the planning stages. And then on the supernatural side, high concept side, we have a project called The Incident at Bridgewater High. So if you like horror, supernatural, special effects type stuff, we got that one for you.
So you guys are doing some of everything, just making your mark in Hollywood or in the film industry, I should say.
I mean, that's the thing, just liking ideas and you know, working our hardest to make those ideas materialize. You know, and that's really what it boils down to. You know?
Well, I appreciate you fellas taking time out to talk with us, you know, because the gig is going on, and I know you want to get back to it, but I want to thank you guys for taking some time out to talk with our listeners on WRLR and Soul Sweet Radio, and wish you guys nothing but success. All right, appreciate it.
WRLR. Round Lake Heights, Illinois. 98.3 FM.
Oh.